I hope you are ready to paint in watercolor and thank you for practicing with me. Today we are going to paint this Vermouth. Let's go. So I want to show you very fast how I draw this glass with Vermouth and oranges. I'm editing fast because I don't want to stop very much on the details on this drawing. I just want to show you how to do it. Very smooth lines. Just don't detain so much in to be perfect. It hasn't to be perfect. It just only has to be your style. If you are making a line not too straight, it's okay. When you are painting packaging or glasses, it has to be fresh. It doesn't have to be very, very perfect. Now let's move on to the watercolor. I'm going to show you the first layer and the second layer. I am wetting the watercolors on my palette. And I'm preparing the brushes. As you can see, there are very versatile brushes. Skoda brushes, Perla and Petit Gris. I am mixing a bit of bright yellow and cadmium orange. The brands I'm using, I'm gonna put them in the description box in the video. Don't worry. I always start with the brightest parts of the watercolor. In this case is the orange part of the orange, and I'm getting a bit of red, a bit of burnt sienna to mix it and to make darker parts on this side of the orange. I am painting now the part that is inside of the liquid of the vermouth, and it's very like a dark color. As you can see, I'm using this color to give the vermouth side. I am mixing cobalt blue with the alizarin to give that brown, a mix of brown, very dark color to paint the vermouth. And if I mix some orange to that mix, it is lighter to the other parts that it doesn't very dark. There are some parts that it is brighter, there are some parts that is darker, and I am creating that effect with the blurry of the oranges inside the liquid. I am creating that glass effect on the bottom, just very light and very careful, because it's just 2 or 3 simple touches that creates that sensation that is the glass. Have you ever painted a glass of water or a glass or something in watercolor? This is very difficult to create, but if you overthink it, you cannot achieve that. But if you let it to the water, I think it's better. Now everything is dry, and I'm moving on to the second layer of watercolor. You can see that it's very light, and I am mixing much darker colors, passing through the to the action, because I want to give darker effect. It is very light, and I want to give that much contrast to the watercolor. I always put something behind the paper, in order to the water to get down to the bottom. Now I'm moving to the second orange inside the liquid, and I'm mixing more alizarin and more red, a darker tone to the edges and the sides of the glass. I am getting through the main piece of orange, a little bit more of orange, cadmium orange, and I'm getting through all the way up this technique in a darker tone, changing the tone, mixing a little bit more of dark and more yellow, and very quick technique to give the contrast on the edges of the orange. Darker, as you can see, I use blue tones, dark blue tones, to give the shadows, because it's more natural. Blues are a main part of the watercolor to create the shadows and the darker tones. And now I am fixing some edges of the glass part, but it is not overworked. It is very smooth, very quickly, almost like a sketch. And I usually like these results better than other type of watercolors that are very perfect. I prefer these ones. And I'm creating the edge of the glass. As you can see, that quick and very simple detail creates that glass effect, and that's it. You don't need to overwork or do more. It's just the feeling.